a conversation with a young woman yesterday who said that she started listening to the sprinkle advice at the ages of 16 or 17. And now that she's in college, she unfortunately realized that the only thing that it has gained her is a bunch of bodies. And that she struggles to communicate with men who are her age because she is only used to being with the older guys, the old men who were quote unquote providers. This is why I say that advice is so toxic and damaging. You have 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old girls out there listening to this advice, and you are literally serving them up to the hands of groomers. What do you really think a young woman, a young, naive woman is going to be able to do with an old man to get her bills paid? Do you really think that young, naive girl is going to be able to outsmart and manipulate that man? That old man who's been around the block a couple of times. Stop supporting influencers who are serving young women to the hands of groomers.
And I'm really starting to think that these women are unemployed or homeless, because every other video, clip, podcast, it's like, oh, how much he got? My man got to make 6 figures. My man needs to drive this kind of car. He needs to pay for my bills. He needs to pay for this. How much money? Money. And it's like, well, what you got? Because it seems like you don't have any money of your own, which is why you going so hard for his money in his wallet that he worked hard for. That's always confusing to me. Like, what y'all got going on? I'm not saying you need to date a man that don't got any money at all, but it's also like, I love the fact that I have my own and I come to the table. I'm not begging. I'm not asking for my bills to be paid, rent to be paid. If you want to, and you got it like that, I'm not going to say no. But I'm not out here begging. Y'all be begging. It's starting to get that y'all don't have no job, no savings account, no home. Like, what's going on?
Now, this is quite an interesting topic, right? Because I talk about this, and we see this on the internet all the time with the horror culture, Cardi B culture, sexy reds and all that. Fuck them, get some money. The Shira Sevens, all these different things. Is basically teaching women, get your bills paid, F love. A man needs to pay you to be in a relationship. He needs to pay for your time. And a lot of you dudes are falling into this of thinking that you have to pay a woman just to be with her, which is insane to me. Even the whole dating thing. And I've saved some videos that I want to cover about you having to take a woman to a nice restaurant just to show her a good time. Some of them don't care about their bills being paid. Some of them do. But the bottom line is, that's what it's coming to. It's basically just begging for money. And she's not doing anything in exchange. Maybe the possibility of sex. But you do have women out there who have sex with men who they believe have money for free. Right? Because he's qualified himself. And as I go into the whole Chris Brown, and I've talked about things like that in the past. But it's true. This is what women do. But that's all you see with these videos that women are making. It basically sounds like begging. And as she said, she's not going to turn it down. She's talking about these women, but she's not going to turn down a man that say, hey, I'll do this, I'll do that. If he offers to pay, the reality is most women are struggling out here. Most women, even if they are selling it, they're struggling. I saw a video earlier today. I think it was Rainwater. Was talking about, I've never seen a successful prostitute. I've never seen, and you can talk about Kim Kardashian and all this stuff like that, but that's completely different. I've never seen a successful stripper long term, right? It's quick money, it's fast money, right? These women with the Shira Sevens and whatnot. How many of them are actually getting married, and how many actually want to get married? And as the first lady said, you're getting a bunch of bodies because men are eventually going to want to clap. And once women get used to the finer things, hence why some women in third world countries and other places as well, same thing here, they get used to the lifestyle. Strippers get used to the lifestyle. Booty clappers, 304s get used to the lifestyle. So they have to keep those things up. And God forbid they develop a drug habit or something like that they have to keep up. This is just, they have to feed the beast. They just have to. And typically, men, college age women, and even those girls in high school that are dating these older men, we've all seen it coming up in high school about a lot of these women being picked up from, or excuse me, these young girls, excuse me, let me make that clear, being picked up by 30 somethings in a car, buying them shoes, sneakers, giving them a little change to spend money at school for the canteen and all that stuff, and spending the money on the friends, them all getting a Happy Meal or something. It's crazy. But there are really no father figures involved. Back in the day, you had to go through the father and make sure that you're able to take care of the daughter. You're going to marry her. And that's that. But now it's just like women find it exciting to sell the buns, to get some money for the buns. Trust me, man, a lot of these women are struggling. Don't let them fool you. A lot of these women that chances are when you're going out on a date with a woman, she's got bad credit or she's behind on her bills. Some way, shape, or form. She's not paying a bill. She's either getting a wig or an outfit or something else going, or getting some tickets to go somewhere or a vacation. And there's a bill that's not being paid, or she's on Section 8 or getting some kind of assistance. Trust me, a lot of these women don't have it together, bro. And that's what it's coming to. And don't let a woman shame you. She's already broke and or homeless and says that you need to make a certain amount of money. And she doesn't have anything in her name, car note. She doesn't own a car. She doesn't have an apartment in her name, doesn't own a house, none of that, but wants to shame you. And it's insane. How could you go that far to shame somebody else or say they need to do this? Now I can understand. I'm at the bottom. Why would I want to date another man at the bottom? But I guess that's the beauty of being a woman, because you can literally pull lint out of your pocket and be rubbing shoulders or be in the same room with millionaires, athletes. As long as you got a nice $3 to $5 dress from Express or whatever, any of these Forever 21, any of these places, I don't know where y'all ladies be shopping at, but you can get you a little dress and just with some heels and easily just show up, get in free, eat free, drink free, and you have that ability to do that. And in the same breath of doing that, you'll call some guys broke that aren't able to be in the same areas as you, which is crazy to me. Bro, this world is strange. This dating world is strange. Is this all it's come down to, is just begging and cheek clapping? You have younger women who are dealing with these older men just because they are able to fund their lifestyles and give them some cash, because men their age really haven't made it to that point yet. Unless he was born with a silver spoon or comes from a well-to-do family and he's able to put out that kind of money. But most men don't have it like that. So your mindset gets kind of warped because you think that this is how it should be with men your age, and it's not so. And a lot of you end up getting burned out early, like she said, with a bunch of bodies, maybe a bunch of kids. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm the best. Let's run it up to 1 million. Quit playing with me. Peace.